Welcome back to Magic's Tarot. My name's Ronnie, and this is going to be a collective reading for the beginning of spring and summer months. Okay, so I guess this is kind of a seasonal reading. All right, so I'm using a different deck this time. This is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. Okay, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but this is a really cool one I like to use. So I have two very distinct vibrations here. You have starfish and hyena. Okay, so on one hand, I feel like this is the time where we may struggle with people pleasing and trying to make sure that everybody's really happy with us. Okay, individually. Okay, but I'm also getting that there is a struggle to maintain originality. Um, Originality or like your sense of self during this time. So I feel like the universe, God, or whatever way you look at it, is trying to tell you like, hey, um, don't become. I hate to just say it just like that. Don't become fake in your pursuits in this season, okay? Because it's very easy to get carried away with it because of how beautiful the season can actually be, okay? Um, so with this starfish, right. So with this starfish, I also see the spiritual union card here. So this is kind of saying to me that you have multiple partnerships, or maybe it's one particular partnership. For a lot of you guys, it could be a romantic relationship, but also just a partnership or a spiritual union. This could be very much so tied with your heart center, and this goes back into the people pleasing thing that I was talking about and being wary about that. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pull out some tarot and we're going to talk more about this, okay? So let's talk about the starfish, please and thank you. Speaking to the Most High, speaking to Jesus Christ, speaking to our source, okay? Only, okay? And of course, my higher self will always be in the chat. All right, so let's clarify, what is the spiritual union about, God? Spiritual union, okay? Ooh, the moon in reverse. And you got this Three of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like you guys could be actually stepping away from one group and kind of like attaching yourself more with your direct, how would I put this? Attaching yourself more with your actual divine purpose and separating from the group, okay? For whatever group you may be involved in. Clarify the moon. You become more aware of something recently. Also, could be dealing with Cancer. I'm seeing a lot of ocean vibes, a lot of water sign vibes here. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, so you have the Ten of Pentacles here. You also have this King of Wands. Okay, so with these two, I feel like, especially if you're a woman dealing with a man, you could be dealing with a very strong man, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. But this is also just saying your divine masculine is very much so, I don't even want to say larger in charge, but I feel like this is more of a grounded energy. But at the same time, I feel like this energy could like pop off. Okay. Like this person is really, I'm getting this person's really ready to go. Okay. But I also feel like you gotta like kind of watch this person in a way. Okay, so just be aware. But not a bad vibe. But just definitely a jumpy vibe is what I'm feeling off of this person. Clarify this Ten of Pentacles. Is this a good thing, Lord? Oh no, I see that Three of Swords on the top. I'm not gonna take it unless it falls. You have the Emperor, the Knight of Swords. Okay. So there is a lot of potential. I feel like there's a few different potential paths that we could be going down in the spiritual union with this person or with whatever this spiritual union is that you're attaching yourself to. So take it how it resonates with you. Okay. Once again, this is a collective reading. So like I said, take it how it resonates with you. So I feel like you could be analyzing the future in this next couple months and trying to make plans as to what actually makes sense. I feel like the divine masculine, it's weird because it feels like they're sitting on the precipice of doing the right thing and doing what, I don't even think the wrong thing, but what just works for them. Okay, because I feel like this person is tired of always trying to do the right thing and it doesn't end up leading them where they want. And with that, it's kind of putting them into gosh, what's that called? I don't want to call it purgatory because it's not purgatory. It's like a liminal space. Okay, because the decisions have not been made. But at the same time, I feel like this person, this energy, you're just really sitting on like a pot of gold here. Clarify, what's that 10 about? A little bit more, a little bit more. Two of Pentacles. Do you want to stay or do you want to stay or do you want to go? Okay, all of my cards are coming out sideways, so it kind of feels like there's a choice that need to be made. Do you want to stay or do you want to go? Do you want to stay attached to this situation or do you want to leave? Okay, and then you have this Seven of Pentacles. Okay, really looking at it and wondering, do you want to stay or do you want to go? All right. And once again, this doesn't have to be romantic. It's a spiritual union. Okay, whatever you attach yourself to. But I also see there's some positivity here with the light. Okay. Also your false light. So be wary of the false light. Okay, it's out there. All right. Okay, so with this hyenas, you have stand your ground. I want to read hyenas to you guys. Hyenas, like the cackling hyenas, right? They're creepy, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me move around. Okay. Mass feelings. The hyena indicates you may be using humor or sarcasm to hide your true, vulnerable self or mask intense emotions, social dynamics. It highlights the need to be aware of the social hunters around you, pointing towards issues with gossip or people trying to take advantage of you. Okay, so in the springtime season, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, you just know how it goes. Okay, people can get a little bit weird in the spring. Everybody's waking up. We've been kind of dormant during this winter time, especially up north where I live at. So, all right, you have stand your ground. Clarify stand your ground. Speaking to the Most High only. Speaking to God. Speaking to Jesus Christ. Okay. Clarify stand your ground. Okay. Ooh, speaking to the source. I feel like somebody here doesn't want to put in work. Ooh. I swear I just saw devil card. We'll take it if it falls out. I feel like somebody here is tired of putting in work, but I also feel like they have an abundance that's coming to them. Clarify Two of Pentacles. Ooh, King of Pentacles. Okay. And then clarify why is the High Priestess here. Can you please? Ace of Swords. Okay. So, the intuition here seems a little bit muddied for a lot of you guys with this hyena card because you are, once again, it's like somebody here is trying to mask their emotions. I feel like somebody outside of you is trying to mask their emotions and trying to mask their true intentions, and then you might also be trying to do the same thing. And I'm not trying to say anybody's a bad person by saying that, so please don't take it that way. It's just in this world we have to protect ourselves. So I feel like that's really what the nitty gritty of it is. But with the stand your ground card, I feel like there's somebody here that doesn't want to put in work, but they're waiting to receive like the fruits of, I don't know if this is somebody else's labor. I hear past labor. Okay, so maybe this person's just tired. Right, they're looking at the possibilities for the future and they're wondering like, what is this going to work for me? You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame anybody in this situation. That's a lot of different cards. Okay. And so with that, I feel like this is also saying like don't overgive, okay? And there's a conversation here that needs to happen, but I feel like there's a huge resistance to it. Clarify, what is this Ace of Swords about for my collective? Clarify this Ace of Swords for my collective energy. Ooh, what is that? Find the blessing in your current situation. Okay. All right. So if you are wary of a communication that somebody is trying to have with you, I feel like the universe is trying to say, hey, this communication could be trying to happen for a reason that's actually a blessing, and you're not seeing it. Okay. So clarify the Ace of Swords. Oh, what's that about? Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, there is a blessing here. There's a blessing here. Okay, clarify Ace of Pentacles. And the Emperor keeps coming out. So, this could have to do something with a fatherly type energy or just a strong dominant male in your energy. I feel like this person could potentially have a very big blessing for you that you're not seeing. Okay. But for some reason, we're not open to completely talking and receiving the message. Okay. I'll leave it at this accelerated motion. Okay. So in the springtime is when things start to pick up, especially in the early summer too. So just be ready for that sort of fast. It's like a fast wind that picks you up and you ain't got no choice but to go with it. Okay. So just get ready for it and know that there is a lot of potential blessings on the way. They're already on the way. Be open to accepting them. Okay, and make sure they're blessings. Don't give in to the false light. Okay. Much love.